Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Abyss Tarot, T.A.T. So today we're going to go ahead and do your energy reading for the week ahead for each zodiac sign. Okay, I've been sick, so I might start coughing. I'm sorry about that. I have my tea and my water ready on hand just in case. And I will pause the video, that way you don't have to hear all the coughing. So we're going to do the week ahead for September 25th through October the 1st. One tarot card, one oracle card, and we are now in Libra season, so happy birthday to all the Libras out there. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with the air signs, okay? So first, we're going to go ahead and start with Aquarius. Aquarius, so your week ahead for September 25th through October the 1st is, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And you have number 5, the Cauldron, synergy and healing. And yeah, and with you, Aquarius, I was getting the feeling that you're kind of tired of repeating the same cycle. Like you want to change it, but you're having a hard time sticking with it. You know, I've been getting like the energy that you're like somebody that, you know, you get over somebody or it's not working out and you move on. And I feel like you're kind of tired of it. If maybe you're like been breaking hearts along the way, you're just kind of tired of it. Like you just want to be stable, want that one person to be committed to, and that's it. But I'm also getting that that's been hard, and that's here with this 5 here with the Cauldron, synergy and healing. So I'm getting that this is like something hard for you to walk away, you know, to like stick something through, you know, like to stick out with it. Here with this one here, it's in the reverse, but if we look at it in the bright, he has his hand on his head. He's kind of like, and then there's the phone there, the red phone, you know, for like help, emergency, right? And he's kind of like over it. So I'm feeling like this energy, you're just kind of over it. So there might be like a relationship that you're over, but at the same time, you've been kind of maybe trying to stick it through because again, you don't want to be in that same energy of like breaking hearts and moving on, and then it's on to the next and so on and so on. And so it's the same thing. So I feel like you've been trying to stick it out, but you're having a hard time leaving with it. And with the Cauldron here and the healing and the synergy, I feel like, you know, you're about to break out of this and you're going to make some type of change. You know, you don't want to be in that same cycle, but at the same time, you don't want to stay in something that you don't want, you know. So I do see you changing that. And like I said, it might be a relationship. But it could be, you know, maybe a job. Maybe you leave one job and then go to another and so on and so on. So maybe you have a lot of jobs. Maybe you have a lot of jobs you worked or something like that. But there's something that you're trying to change and you're just tired of the same situation, you know. So like I said, you don't want to continue the same thing from the past, but you also kind of don't want to stay stuck in the situation you're in right now. So you're kind of like really thinking about moving on, and like, you know, he's right there with his hand like, don't want to do with this. And then with that red phone, you know, it's help, communication, you know, just needing to change, and it's in the reverse. So it's like you're already over it, like you're ready to move on. So this week you might be moving on or really considering like, okay, I need to break free of this and be considering moving on from this situation, whatever it is. And then with the healing here, yeah, there's a lot of healing that you're going to be doing. You know, there's a lot of change taking place because, oh, there goes my throat now again. So like with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like you've already gone through all these battles. You know, the Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier, right? And it's like in the reverse, it's like you don't want to continue this. You don't want to continue these battles. You don't want to continue to go through these cycles anymore. So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I'll talk to you later. Okay, next up is Gemini. Gemini, so for your week of September 25th through October the 1st, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. And you have 19 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1 with the Mummy. Change. Okay, so with you, Gemini, for the past couple weeks, I've just been feeling like you've been going through it. I don't know what, but I've been feeling like, I think out of everybody, I've been feeling like Gemini has been going through it the most, you know? And here with the Hanged Man, this is, you know, looking at things in a different perspective, being tied up, but also being tied up so that you can look at things differently. The Hanged Man, nobody hung him there. He hung himself. He hung himself on that tree so he could look at things in a different perspective, have a different outlook. And with all these clouds in the background, there's been like a lot of uncertainty on what to do. And then you got the Mummy here with change. And the Mummy is wrapped up too, right? They're both like tied up, right? This person is tied up as a mummy. And then this person is also tied up here on this tree, the Hanging Man. And here with the Mummy change. So you're looking at things differently. You know, you're seeing things in a different way to see what it is that you can change. With all these clouds, the clouds are behind you. So it's like you're already focusing and having a clarity on something that you want to do, something different. And like I said, for the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing the struggle with the Gemini on how to do things, because I've been feeling like Gemini's been feeling like they've been on their own and they got to take care of shit on their own and they got to figure things out on their own. So again, here you are looking at things differently, and how can I figure this out? Well, it seems like this week is a better week, Gemini, because you're having clarity on what your answers are and how you're going to go about it, how you're going to take the steps to make these changes with the Mummy, because you no longer want to be the tied up mummy, right? You no longer want to be the tied up mummy in that same stuck, stifled situation. So you're making changes. So this week you're figuring out, you're having clarity on these changes that you're going to make to take the steps that are going to be better, like a better situation for your life, Gemini. Okay, so I really like this energy for you. I do feel like you're going to achieve these things, because all these clouds and all these difficulties that you've had, I mean, you've learned from them. They've been hard, but you learned from them, and it's like now you're going to move on and make the choices that are the best for you. Like you're going to make the best choices that are going to have the best outcomes for your life, Gemini. Okay, and that's all I have for you. So now we're going to move on to Libra, and it's Libra season. So Libra, for your week of September 25th through October the 1st. Libra, you got two cards, okay? You have two cards, Libra. You got the 10 of Diamonds in the reverse, and you have the 7 of Diamonds, okay? And then you also got, your card is, what is it, 30, breaking down to a 3 with the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again, okay? Where all things pause and begin again. So for you this week, Libra, I feel like you're feeling like you're putting in a lot of work and others aren't putting it in. They're not putting the effort. They're not pulling their weight. And it's, you know, it's frustrating. This also could be like family, like, maybe you're doing more around the house and they're not, or maybe you're working more and they're not working, but it's something, you know, you're just like, man, I'm busting my ass, and you know, and I'm not really seeing any progress. I'm also feeling like you're not seeing any progress. And it's funny because with the 7 of Diamonds, the pumpkin, he's holding scales in his hand. He has scales. He has the, see the scales? And that's Libra, right? Libra is the Justice card. Libra is the scales. So I feel like you feel like things are not balanced. They're not balanced, and you're like kind of tired of it. Also, you're kind of maybe tired of the problems. You know, we have the 10 of Diamonds here in the reverse. So this could be like arguments in the home, you know, problems with family. Again, you having conflict with them because maybe you feel like they're not pulling their weight, or they're not like doing what they should be doing when you're doing more. So there is some kind of problems here. Also, you know, could be financial problems. Again, you know, maybe you're working really hard, working a lot of hours, and it's just not enough. Maybe the pay isn't enough, and you're trying to figure out how to do things differently here with the Underworld 30 breaking down to a 3. So this is about like working with others, but again, you're the one that's doing the most. So maybe others are working, but you're the one doing the most. Or at your job, you know, you're working, right? You know, you have co-workers, but you're the one like doing the more work. You know, you're the one standing out. And then here, where all things pause and begin again, I'm also getting like, you know, you're ready for a change because you're done with this. Like you're so frustrated with, you know, working really hard and it's not showing. Or at home, you're, you know, putting in a lot of effort and it's not being appreciated or reciprocated. So I feel like there's change here. that you want to do with the underworld. You know, there's like, you want to change this somehow. And also, you know, for some reason, this card is making me think of, I think it's the Smiths song or Morrissey, I'm not sure which one, where the song is every day is like Sunday. So I'm getting that kind of energy from you, Libra, like every day is like Sunday, kind of like same shit, different day, boring, same cycle. I'm also getting the like gray, okay, like maybe you're gonna be wearing a gray sweater this week, a gray sweatshirt, a gray hoodie, but I'm getting like a gray sweater for you, Libra, that you're gonna be wearing a gray sweater this week, okay? But I am getting like, you know, there might be some, or maybe even some arguments about money in the home, you know, about you're putting in a lot of work and bringing in the money, but it's kind of not getting maybe distributed the way it has to, or the bills aren't getting paid the way they have to, or something like that. But I feel like you're working really hard, and you're like, you know, the scales here, they're not balancing, like, you know, shit's not adding up. I'm working really hard, but shit's not adding up, like the money's not there, okay? So there might be some conflict with like the money and figuring things out. And now also, like I said, with family or with the home, of like, you know, I'm doing this and that, and then this other person, my roommate or whoever, they just kind of sit around, you know. So it's something like that, okay? Well, that's all I have for you, Libra. Now let's go into the earth signs. Let me get a little bit of this tea. I'm feeling my throat. Oh my gosh, starting to hurt again. Okay, so we're going to go into the earth signs. We're going to go into Taurus. Taurus, so for your week of September 25th through October 1st, okay? And last week with you, Taurus, for some reason, as soon as I touched your card, I wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry, Taurus. So I hope your week is better this week, because I don't know what was going on last week. Okay, so we have the Death card in the reverse. And you got two tarot cards, actually, too. Oh, and you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Who just had the Nine of Wands in the reverse? From the air signs. Who was it? Oh, it was Aquarius. Okay, it was Aquarius. Okay, so you have the Death card in the reverse, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and you got 36 breaking down to a 9 with zombie control, okay? Okay, Taurus, so for your week, okay, so you might be dealing with a Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra. We have Virgo. What else? I think that's it. Okay, so this week, Taurus, I feel like, okay, with the zombie here, control, I feel like, you know, it could either go both ways. You could be maybe controlling somebody too much, or somebody tries to control you too much. And with the Death card and the Nine of Wands both being in reverse, it's like things aren't changing, you know? And you see that things aren't changing. And again, it is kind of like Aquarius, almost the same type of energy too, actually. So maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, but so it's like that energy of like, you want things to change and you see that they're not changing. It's kind of like you're on that hamster wheel and it's just not going anywhere, right? Because it's just the wheel that keeps turning and turning in that little cage, and it's not changing. So this is talking about maybe this week you need to stand up for yourself, and, you know, not let someone try to continue to control you. Or if you're the one controlling somebody, maybe, you know, maybe you need to back off and stop controlling them and realize that you're not in control of everything. But it might be that somebody does try to control you, or they try to be manipulative. You know, this is somebody that probably tries to put thoughts in your head about what you should do, or maybe you should do it like this. And, you know, they try to give you that advice, but it's very manipulative is what I'm getting. So this is somebody that wants you to do something, but they want you to do it their way, okay? So they really are being very manipulative. And with the 9 here, I'm getting that you're like trying to put an end to this, that you don't want to be in this hamster wheel, in this cage anymore. But with the Death card here in the reverse, you're like not seeing those changes, you know? So again, it's about like maybe you need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand up and say, you know, I'm going to do things my way, or, you know, or you need to stop trying to tell me what to do. You know, you're not my boss. You're not, you know, so you really need to stand up for yourself this week. And again, if it's you, then you have to realize you can't control everything, and you have to like let things take their course and let people make their own decisions. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Taurus. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn, so for your week of September 25th through October 1st, Capricorn. So you did get 2 tarot cards also. You got the 2 of Cups in the reverse, and you got the 2 of Wands in the reverse. So here you have 2 2s, okay, Capricorn? You have 2 2s, and they are both in the reverse, okay? And then you also got the number 9 with forgiveness, okay? Reducing burdens here. So here with this, it looks like this week, Capricorn, you might need to let go of resentment or wanting revenge on somebody that really hurt you. You know, maybe somebody that broke your heart, or somebody you were really close to. You know, this is like a soulmate energy, but it's in the reverse. So this is a karmic. And, you know, then the 2 of Wands here in the reverse, it's like, you know, they took some type of actions that were not the best for you. Like they really basically like stabbed you in the back. You know, they really did some shady shit to you, okay? And it's, so with this card, forgiveness talks about, you know, you needing to release that, because then that controls you, having that that resentment and that hate and wanting that revenge. It, you know, it takes a toll on you, and it eats at you, and it takes away from you having more things, you know, like positive things come into your life. So this is talking about like you needing to release that. So maybe this week you might want to sit with yourself and think about this, what hurt you, but also think about forgiving, because this card talks about, you know, that it takes a big person to ask for forgiveness, but it takes a bigger person to forgive, you know? So again, you might not need to like actually forgive them, like go to them and say, okay, I forgive you, you know, because they might not even say sorry. They might not even be sorry for what they did, but you need to forgive for you, like for you to have more things come into your life that are positive, and for you to not be holding down those toxic negative feelings. So you need to release that, okay? So yeah, so I'm getting that this is a week of you maybe sitting down and thinking like, damn, this is a fucked up person, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm not even gonna focus on that no more, and I'm gonna let it go, because yeah, I mean, it looks like they really, here we have a snake going through a skull. Yeah, this person really snaked you. This person really snaked you, where you thought like this is somebody really good, like this is a soulmate energy. You know, it could have been, it could even be like a family member, you know, that you thought it was a soulmate type of energy, but it turned out to be a karmic. So with the karmics, they're all about lessons, right? So it's like you learned your lesson here. Okay, Cappy. So yeah, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a Virgo, Cappy, okay? Well, that's all I have for you for this week. All right. Okay. And next, we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, so for your week of September 25th through October the 1st. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards, Virgo. So you got the Hanged Man, Happy Halloween, retreating from struggle. And you know what's funny, Virgo, because before I even pulled your cards, when I was shuffling your deck, I was getting that you need to kind of sit down this week. Like you need to stop doing so much and sit down and take a break. And then look at your card that came out. It's a pumpkin sitting down on a swing, okay? And that's exactly the feeling that I was getting for you, Virgo. Like this is what you need to do. And it says retreating from struggle, the Hanged Man, right? So again, it's pausing, reflecting, and seeing what what it is that maybe you want to look at differently, but it's not taking the action right now. You know, it's just pausing, it's just retreating. So yeah, so like I said, Virgo, you know, you might always be doing, you know, Virgo's always doing something. Virgo is always trying to fix something or someone, okay? You're the fixers. You're always trying to fix everything and everyone around you. So it's kind of like this week, you might need to just step back and be like, I'm not going to fix this situation. I'm not going to fix this person. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to kind of step back and kind of like let it play out and see what happens, you know, retreating from struggle. So again, it's like maybe you've been struggling to try to fix something or someone, and you're like, I'm not doing that. Let me just step back and see what comes of this. And then with 30, the underworld, 30 breaking down to a 3. Who else had the underworld? Somebody just had the underworld, right? Libra had the underworld. So you might be dealing with a Libra. And here with the Hanged Man, Pisces, you might be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, Virgo. So, but yeah, I am getting that you need to just step back. You know, there's something that you need to kind of let play out and not kind of get involved this time, because you involve yourself, but again, it's coming from a place of a loving heart, of wanting to help. But then it, you know, it doesn't turn out the way maybe that you thought it was going to be, or it, you know, it kind of blows up in your face because maybe it just doesn't turn out the way you thought it would be. So with these 2 cards here, I am getting like, this is just a time for you to kind of like step back and just let things play out and let others, okay, because I am getting with the 30 here, and let others like handle it, because you're always the one to step up and take care of it. Well, this week, Libra, step back and let them handle it, you know. And we did just finish your season, you know, and again, Virgo is always, you know, hands-on and doing everything. We did just finish your season and we entered into Libra season. So now that we just finished your season, Virgo, go ahead and give yourself a break this week. Okay, go ahead. You know, your season's over. So go ahead, take a break, sit down, and, you know, get a popcorn and watch a movie, okay? So just step back, okay? All right, so that's all I have for you. Okay, so now we're going into the water signs. So let's go ahead, start with Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, so for your week of September 25th through October the 1st. Okay, let me just take a drink out of my tea again. My throat, oh my gosh. All right, Scorpio, let's see. You also got 2 tarot cards. You have the Lord of Blood, Romantic Pursuit in the reverse, okay? And that is Scorpio. This is Scorpio. This is King of Cups. The Lord of Blood is the King of Cups, which is Scorpio, and the Romantic Pursuit, it's in reverse. So, and you also got the 3 of Blood, Outside Influences, also in the reverse. The 3 of Blood, Outside Influences in the reverse. So it is the 3 of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the 9, Forgiveness, Reducing Burdens, okay? So Scorpio, you got the same card that Capricorn got about needing to forgive, needing to let go, and being the bigger person, you know, and being the bigger person because it's what's best for you. Not because you're doing what's best for the other person. Fuck that, fuck them. You're doing what's best for you, which you know you're the bigger person, okay? So go ahead, Scorpio, and you know, move on from this. With the Lord of Blood in the reverse and the 3 of Blood in the reverse. Yeah, so this talks about, you know, I always say the 3 of Cups, because the 3 of Blood is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is always the Your People card. I call it the Your People card. When it's in the reverse, these are not your people, okay? So in the upright, it's your people. When it's in reverse, these are not your people. And then with the Lord of Blood in the reverse, yeah, this is somebody, and then it says Romantic Pursuits. Yeah, this is somebody that was definitely not your people. You know, this is like a really fucked up person. Could have been a fuck boy, fuck girl, fucked up friend, a fucked up relative, a sibling, parent, whatever, aunt, uncle, whoever. This is somebody that is definitely not your people. You know, that at one time you considered, oh yeah, that's my people. Yeah, that's one of my people right there. Or that is my person. You know, maybe you were dating them or in a relationship, whatever. And you're like, that's my person, that's my people. But they turned out to not be your people, you know. And the same thing with like Capricorn. Oh, and Capricorn also had two cards, right? They had the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. So yeah, so this person also ended up snaking them because they got the snake. This is what was done to you too. So you also ended up getting snaked, you know. And again, this card here, number 9, forgiveness, talks about like needing to be the bigger person, you know, needing to release it. Needing to release it and forgive and move on, you know. Because again, you don't want to have that negative energy on you of that person, or their nasty negative energy always on you, because you have that feeling of that you're harboring that resentment. Release that shit, you know. And nobody can go into the darkness and into the abyss like a Scorpio, right? So go into it. Dig down deep in there, Scorpio, and be like, man, fuck this person, and that's it. Let them go. Release it. Because it's what's best for you, you know? So, that's all I have for you. Okay, and now we're going to move on to... Now we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer, so let's take a look at your week of September 25th through October the 1st. Cancer, you have number 5, the Tree, okay? You have the Tree. And you have 36 breaking down to a 9 with zombie control. Okay, who else had zombie control? Capricorn. No, that's not Capricorn's card, was it? I don't know. Well, somebody else had this card. Okay. Well, Cancer, with these two cards here, and they're both at the cemetery too, which is interesting. The zombie card is at the cemetery, and the Tree card is also at a cemetery. So this is about endings, okay? This is about endings. And then with the number 9 here, 36 breaking down to a 9 is completion. So you're like done with something. You're done with a cycle. You know, Cancer, this also could be you're done with maybe certain health issues too. I'm getting, you know, your health could be improving this week. Maybe you've been having health issues. With the 5 here, you know, 5s are about changes, challenges, and choices. So maybe you've had some challenges with your health, also some challenges within your family. I'm getting Virgo. Okay, I'm getting Virgo, I'm getting Leo, I'm getting Taurus, I'm getting Scorpio, I'm getting Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so you know, you might also been having conflicts with family, and with the zombie control, maybe they've been trying to control you. So yeah, so maybe there's been like somebody trying to control you. And with this here, with the Tree being family, you know, somebody in your family, again, telling you what to do, what to think. I also feel like you felt like you couldn't really be you, or you haven't been able to be you. I feel like you're about to unleash yourself, be your true authentic self, and be who you really are, not be so concerned with like, are they going to judge me? And if they do, you're going to be like, okay, whatever, who cares? So I feel like you're going to be a little more into your power of who you are, and you're just going to be like, look, this is me. This is what I do, and that's it. Accept it. If not, oh well, fuck off. You know, like, I really do feel like you're not going to allow yourself to get controlled anymore. I do see things changing for you. Like, you're turning around. There's a turnaround here for you, and more positive things. So it's all positive. It's a positive turnaround for you, Cancer. Like I said, I see your health improving. I also see your mental state improving. And I see you improving as in like your confidence and being who you really are, and not letting like family or people keep you buried. Because here we have the 2 cemetery cards, right? Like cemetery. So you're not going to let yourself be buried by family or beliefs. You're going to come out. You're going to come out how this zombie hand is coming out of the grave. You're going to come out like that. You're going to come out and be like, look, this is me. I'm going to do what I want. You're not going to stop me. So I do see that for you. I do see that change for you, Cancer. I see a lot of improvement. You're going to start to see a lot of improvement, okay? You don't see it now, but you're about to start seeing it. Like, I'm seeing the clouds leaving, And you're going to have that clarity to be like, okay, good. I'm getting better. Things are getting better for me. Things are flowing. You're going to see things start to flow for you, because with the 5 here, you've had a lot of challenges, Cancer. But, you know, with the 9, you're completed with that cycle of challenges, okay? So you're going to see things start to get better for you. Okay, that's all I have for you. And let's go to Pisces. Pisces, so let's take a look at your week of October 25th. I'm sorry, September 25th through October the 1st. I'm already saying October 25th. Okay. So Pisces, you got Temperance. Okay, so you got the Temperance card. And you got 25 breaking down to a 7 with Skull of Flowers. Creating through the ashes. Okay, Pisces. I have to drink some more tea. Sorry, my throat really hurts. Pisces, for you, I'm getting like this week, you want to change things up for yourself. You know, she's wearing a black dress with stars on it. Almost looks like a evening gown, like going out, going dancing, that type of thing. And it does say here, the time has come for the witches dance, and the spooks from far and near will gather and make merry, for Halloween is here. So yeah, so I am getting like you want to go out. Maybe you want to go out, have a good time, you know, maybe want to dance, maybe there's something you want to do. With the Temperance, you know, with the Temperance here, it's like you want to balance it though. So maybe you've been like in the same routine. Maybe you've been stuck at home. Maybe you've just been going to work, going home, going to work, going home. Just kind of like the same routine. And I feel like there's something different that you want to do. You know, she has her party dress on. She has her stars because she wants to be out at night. So there is something she's trying to do here. Like, so maybe you're trying to go out. You're trying to go out at night. Or you're trying to get a night out. You know, maybe you're trying to get a night out. Like maybe try and get a babysitter, get a night out, you go out, you know, or something like that. 25 breaking down to a 7 here. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. And yeah, what happens if everything's already been burned to ashes? What happens? You're creating something new, right? So it's kind of like the phoenix coming from the ashes. So again, that's what I'm feeling like. You're trying to balance. You're trying to balance starting something new from the old life that you have. Not like you're trying to get rid of your old life, but you're trying to bring a little more into it, something a little different, so that you can have a balance. So that maybe you can still have, like, let's say your day job or your day life, your day routine, but then at night have something like a little different. Like, you know, maybe once a week where it'll be like, you know, your night out, girls' night out or whatever, you know what I mean? So you're trying to incorporate a little bit different into your life. I see like this week you're thinking about, how do I balance this? How do I incorporate this, whatever it is I'm trying to do, into what I'm already doing now, okay? So I do see that you're trying to figure that out. So we have Temperance here, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Also with the ashes here, this ashes card, you could be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio, okay? So Sagittarius, Libra, or Scorpio might be involved in this situation, okay? But that's all I have for you, Pisces. Now we're moving into the fire signs. We're going to go ahead and start with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, so for your week of September 25th through October the 1st, okay, Saggy? You have the Queen of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords, Sagittarius. And you have number 6, Dawn. The light after the darkness. Okay. You know what's funny is that she has a mask. The Queen of Swords is wearing a mask with an owl on it. And then the other card is an owl. So I feel like there's some type of wisdom that you learn. The light after the darkness. So yeah, so Sagittarius, I do think like for the past weeks also, I've also been getting with you. You've had like a difficult energy. I think it's been with you, Gemini, and Leo lately that I've been feeling had like the most, you know, like kind of off energy. And so with this though, Sagittarius, with the Queen of Swords and the Dawn, the dawn after the darkness, it's like such a transformation, and a transformation within you to where you're feeling like more uplifted. You're having that clarity. The Queen of Swords has a clear mind. She makes clear decisions. She knows what she wants and she goes after it. Boom, that's it, you know? And so I feel like with you, there's a lot of clarity with the owl mask here that she's wearing, and she sees things for what they really are. She no longer wears those rose-colored glasses. Like, she sees things and people clearly for what they are. And with the owl card here, yeah, so there's a lot of wisdom. You see things and people for what they really are now. And then so again, you know, but this has come after you've gone through some shit, after you've had those experiences that had you in the dark, you know, but now you're going into the light after all this darkness. So yeah, so this looks like a good week for you. You know, Sagittarius, I do see like there's just clarity. I feel like more positivity for you this week. There's new things. There's definitely new things. You know, could even be like new people that you're meeting, new relationships, new job, like maybe even finding a new job. There's just newness here. But again, it comes after a struggle. So it's like, whew, okay, we're passing that struggle. With the number 6 here, you know, the 6 to me always asks, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Well, this is what you're doing about it, Sagittarius. You learned your lesson and you're moving forward. You're definitely moving forward, Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Could be dealing with a Cancer. With a Virgo, with a Leo, with a Gemini. I definitely do feel like you're in your power though this week with the Witch's hat here. There's that connection, and I think it's your spiritual connection, you know, to source, that has gotten you through this, through that darkness, and now it's like you have that understanding. Okay, I'm also getting like you're picking up more like maybe more spiritual gifts. Okay, you could be, you know, getting more into your clairs. Maybe I'm getting like your clairaudience. Okay, so you're maybe going to be hearing messages. I'm getting your clairaudience. Let's see, clairvoyance too. So you might even start to see, things, you know, like you're maybe from the corner of your eye. You're like, was that a shadow or am I tripping? You know what I mean? So I am getting that too. So I'm getting like, because you have a connection here, your spiritual gifts are going to be coming in more, and there's more clarity for you because you have been through some shit. But like I said, you know, because of your connection, that you're coming out of it, like you're at the light now. You've gone from the dark and you're going to the light, okay? But I do see your spiritual gifts kicking in more, okay? All right, well, that's all I have for you, Saggy. Now we're going to move into Leo. Leo, so for your week of September 25th through October the 1st, let's take a look at your cards, Leo. So you got the Devil, okay, Leo, you got the Devil. Could be Capricorn. I think you got the Devil last week too, Leo. I'm not sure. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. So you got number 33, the Werewolf, exploring wildness or wilderness. What is it? Yeah, wildness. Exploring wildness with the Werewolf. And then you got 34, so you got number 33 and 34, so it's kind of like they're in steps, you know. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Okay, so yeah, so this does make a lot of sense for you, Leo, because you know what, like since last week, I did feel like almost like a frustration from you, like, you know, that you're just kind of over something, you know, and I'm kind of getting that also because as I was again getting your cards ready this week, I felt like you want to break free from something, like you're frustrated and want to break free from it, and then you end up getting the Devil, right? So again, what does the Devil do? He keeps you chained up, he keeps you in bondage, he keeps you in those same toxic cycles, right? So again, I feel like you're trying to break free from something. And then the werewolf with 33, exploring wildness. What is the werewolf doing? He's turning into a wolf. And as much as this man tried to resist becoming the wolf, he just couldn't hold it in anymore. And once it was a full moon, he became the wolf. So this is what I'm feeling. Like, you're like, I can't take this anymore. I can't continue this shit no more. I need to break free. So the man broke free, right? And became a wolf. That's 33. Then we go to 34 though, in winter. And this is the sacredness of pausing. So again, it's like stopping. So it's like you've become the wolf. You didn't want to, you became the wolf, but now you want to put a stop to it. You want to put a stop to this. You want to put a stop to this toxicness. You don't want to continue being chained up to whatever this is anymore. Whether, you know, it's a toxic habit, a pattern, a person, a toxic person that you're addicted to. This could be an addiction, you know, to drinking, drugs, an addiction to a person, an addiction to eating, an addiction to porn, an addiction to whatever. Anything that's overdone, it becomes an addiction, right? And it's like, you're like, I want to break free from it. Like, I'm over it. I feel like there's a frustration here, almost to where like you started getting into this overdoing it energy, whatever it is. You started getting into this energy because you were frustrated and wanting to break free of this other energy. So it's almost like you you got into one toxic energy to kind of free yourself from another one, you know, but it's like now you're in that one. And here with the winter card here, it's like you have to completely stop this. You want to completely pause it, okay? So like I said, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Gemini, you could be dealing with a Libra, you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with a Virgo, okay? But yeah, I do see that you're just like frustrated, you're kind of over it. And you know, here we have these two witches here. These two witches, they look like they're dancing. So there's something like, yeah, maybe you have a good time when you do this. Maybe you smoke too much. You know, maybe you told, like, let's say your partner that you were going to stop smoking weed, you know, and because they were pushing you to stop doing it. But then you stop doing it and you're like, gosh, this person frustrates me. They irritate me. So that's why I smoke the weed, so that my, you know, partner won't irritate me so much. But they irritate me about stopping it. But then I stop it and I'm irritated because of that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's like this cycle that you want to stop. It's kind of like you stop doing one thing because of another. And then, you know, it's just like, and you're again wanting to break free like that werewolf. And you definitely here with the pause, you need to stop. And with the winter card, maybe in the winter is when you completely break yourself free. But I do see you trying to break free of that. Like I see you trying to end that. But again, it's like you break free from one thing and get into another thing. So that's kind of like the hard thing. But that's all I have for you, Leo. Let's get into the next fire sign, which is Aries. Aries, so for the week of September 25th through October the 1st, let's take a look, okay? And you have the Four of Chalices, okay? Let me get a drink. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, my throat. Okay, so you have the Four of Chalices. And you have 32 breaking down to a 5 with the veil, the future. Okay, so, you know, here for you, Aries, I feel like this week, I'm so sorry. There was something you weren't seeing. Something you weren't paying attention to. Hi, sorry, Aries. I had to stop the video. I was coughing really, really bad. I think I'm okay now again, but wow. Okay. But you are the last pile, so, okay. So for you, Aries, you have the Four of Chalices, and look, she has a pair of eyes on her. You see, she looks scared. There's like a shadow in the room and a pair of eyes watching her. And you got 32 breaking down to a 5 with the veil, the future. And this person is blindfolded, so they can't see. So here you have one that can see and one that can't. So for you, Aries, this week I'm getting that what you couldn't see before, you're going to see now. Also, like, maybe there's something you weren't paying attention to, something close, and you weren't seeing it, or maybe you were choosing to not see it, or maybe your mind was distracted. With the Four of Chalices here, you could be dealing with a Pisces. With the veil here, we also have Leo. We have Pisces. We have Cancer. So we have water energy here mostly, but I am getting, like I said, like maybe somebody that you weren't paying attention to, and now you're going to start to pay attention, or now there's something that you're noticing. So there's like this shift in you where your mind wasn't focused on this situation or this person. Now you're going to start to take notice of them. This could be like also not being grateful or not being appreciative of who you had or what was right in front of you, Aries. And it's kind of like looking at the grass greener from the other side, you know what I mean? It's kind of that thing where you're seeing somebody else's situation and seeing, wow, why can't that be me? Why can't that be my situation? Instead of like focusing on your own situation and being grateful for it, Aries. And I feel like now you're going to look at your situation and be like, well, I'm grateful for my situation. I'm grateful that the grass is green on my side. I'm grateful that I have grass, you know, on my side. Oh, excuse me. So I'm getting that you are going to see that. You are going to like start to take notice of what you have and appreciate it as to where you were noticing or you weren't seeing it before, you know. Also, I'm also getting that you have, this week I'm getting, you have ancestors closer around you. So maybe they're the ones kind of pushing you or getting you to take notice of what you have in front of you, of who's in front of you, of what to appreciate. Because I am getting like there's ancestor energy closer to you. Also with the veil here, you could be getting more into divination. You know, maybe you read tarot, oracle, runes, whatever. You're going to be maybe doing it more or getting more into it. Like your gifts are going to get stronger for that. And again, it's because you have that ancestor energy communicating with you, and you're going to feel it and you're going to see it. So also, not only are you going to see the people around you more and be more grateful and appreciative, but also your ancestors, your spirit guides, you're also going to feel them and notice them more around you this week. And you're going to be grateful and appreciative for them, you know. And that's what I have for you, Aries. I'm really losing my voice and I'm so sorry. So that's all I have for you. That's all I have for all the 12 signs for this week. And have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.